The Tigers go to 3-0 with a 20-10 victory over the Florida Gators. We're breaking down the film on the Hannycast.
The Hannycast, a weekly LSU football film study with Charles Hannegriff and former LSU tight end Richard Dickson. Now to break down the Tiger tape, here's Charles and Richard.
Charles Hannegriff along with former Tiger Richard Dickson as SEC play opens for LSU in Tiger Stadium with a 20-10 victory over the Florida Gators. Rich, Tiger defense picked DJ Lagway 5 times. Took the offense. It wasn't the prettiest offensive game, but they got enough of it done, and LSU gets out of here with a win in SEC play.
I mean, it was a throwback game. I mean, the defense shut them down. We were playing a lot of field position. The punt game was great. Defense was great. Offense, we managed not to turn over the ball, play a little bit of clock. We'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness from the offensive play, but look, it played into the game plan.
I want to talk about the two quarterbacks, and then we'll get right into the film. DJ Lagway missed an enormous amount of off-season work. He missed all of spring. He missed a lot of summer. He missed the first week of camp. Thought you saw the rust here in this game that he's still trying to get going here a little bit.
He's a step or two off. I mean, when we talk about summer work, there's very few times in football where you can throw to each other 100 times a day. And usually in summer work, you're getting a lot of that individual work with your quarterback, a lot of timing down, routes down, and you can see that his timing is a little bit off, and it shows in the interceptions.
That's Florida's problem. LSU's problem is that Garrett Nussmeier is dealing with an injury, torso, oblique, ab, whatever you want to call it. It is affecting him a little bit. It's affected the way that he's practiced, and we think it's affected him a little bit in the game. What do you think when you see him make some of these throws?
Some of the questions I had about him early on about decision-making, timing, getting to his first read, it completely makes sense. I mean, that's a quick twitch muscle. Usually when you're trying to do something fast, you're flexing your stomach, you're twisting, you're turning real fast. And so when we've watched the film the previous 2 games and it seemed like he missed his first read, it starts to make sense.
All right. Now, the first thing we're going to focus on is the LSU run game. We're going to show you 2 plays here, one that worked and one that didn't. The LSU traditional run game, we've been using that terminology, so we'll stick with it. We're going to start off with a play that works. This is LSU's first play from scrimmage from the 21-yard line. Caden Durham ends up with a 6-yard gain here.
Yeah, and look, they're going to run into numbers, and it's hard to talk a lot about the run game until we get to the next screen. But look, you go first run of the game for 6 yards, you get yourself in a good position, 2nd and 4. I mean, that's what you're looking for in the run game.
This is a perfectly acceptable play on first down all day.
That's what you're drawing up for it. I mean, when you start to watch the combination blocks, guys get to the next level, you can let it run real quick.
I'm going to let the drone get out of the way, but okay. All right, go ahead.
No, just go ahead and let it run. We're talking about these 2 are going to work here. 65, 51 working to the second level. I think the back does, if you run it back quick, the back does a good job by keeping his shoulder pads level. He's going to give number 5 on Florida. It's a 2-way go. He can't let him make his decision fast because he gets his shoulder pad square right here. 5's going to be looking for the bounce back, but just that gives him the timing enough to where he can squeeze into the next hole.
There it is, and it's 6 yards. And LSU's got a positive play on first down. Wide angle view. Yeah,
and if you want to see something better, look, this is a good run. It's acceptable every day, but you want to see 71 get a little bit flatter, get his head on the inside, push a little bit more vertically, and it could have been a bigger play. He stays on that left side, which kind of pushes him into the gap.
Okay. We're going to move forward to another drive in his first quarter, and this is a 3rd down and 1. And, again, you're trying to pick up something with the traditional run game, but LSU gets stoned here.
If you keep watching this video, the last play of this game is executed perfectly, and I don't know why we don't get to it now. But this one is just, it's bad technique. I think the numbers are kind of off, and, the way I'm watching them block it, where they're calling the mic out, the way they're going to combination block, you're going to have 10 and 75 work here to here with 88 on the backside, but you get a short step by your tight end, a lunge by your right tackle, and you end up with 2 guys in the gap. So you watch 61 and 56 work to the backside. They're good. Right here, look, that's a bad look already. Weston Davis is looking at the running back with his back completely turned. It was a lunge. He missed. It allowed 2 guys to get open, and it completely blew up the play. But I want you to run it back because you're not going to be able to see it from the deep view. But watch 10's first step. You want to see him gain ground. He knows that he's helping right here. They're working together from here to here. And you cannot, this is called, you got to take a deep bucket step. He replaces. He doesn't move his foot, doesn't get a lot of depth. Then you get 75 lunging, and it's all around these two guys blow up the play.
Neither one of them really blocked anybody.
No, and it's if you run it back, it's technique. It's 75 has to step and punch. Never get your shoulders turned. He's stepping and punching with his inside arm with his eyes on 5. 10, he has to get a deeper bucket step, and his hat placement is wrong. His hat's got to be on the inside helmet. He's got to take a deep bucket step, get his hat on the inside. 75 has to punch with his right arm, keep his shoulder square, and get to the linebacker. And it's a good play call. This is one of the things we're talking about when everybody wants to get on play calling and design. This is well designed. It's just badly executed.
Get one more from the wide angle.
And keep in mind, this is designed for a couple of yards. It's 3rd and 1 right here. All you have to do is get a hand into the backer, and you'll probably end up with 3 or 4 yards.
That's the LSU run game right now. A little bit of good and a little bit of bad. Located in the heart of downtown Hammond, Cena is an upscale Italian restaurant serving traditional dishes in contemporary fashion, inspired by an abundance of fresh local produce and the ways of old. Cena, creating a unique dining experience. Their goal is to use ingredients and delicious recipes to create an exceptional dining experience while also providing a fresh and inclusive atmosphere that can be enjoyed by everyone. Cena in downtown Hammond. All right, let's move forward here. This is a play where Garrett Nussmeier throws a pass intended for Bauer Sharp. It's incomplete, and you wanted to look about the blitz that he saw, and it is a read blitz.
Well, to me, he sees the blitz. He thinks everybody's coming. He's going to bring Bauer Sharp back into the backfield for extra protection. Look, if you notice everybody on Florida tapping their helmets, they've seen something they like. They're checking into the coverage.
What's he see here after they've done that?
What he's saying, they didn't move anything, but they've obviously realized that we're not blitzing. They're bringing in extra help. We can put somebody back. You're going to see more of a Tampa 2 cover here. The safeties are going to split, and the guy goes in. You can get 29 to the back of the middle of the field. But I think they really fool LSU on this one because you can talk about bad play calling or great play calling about Florida. Nobody's open here. If you pause it right there, it's 3rd and 9. They're going to give you the 2-yard pass all day long. But if you saw 29 get back to the middle of the field, he's taking the crossing route from Zion. You got your backer sitting right here for anything coming. There's nowhere to go. You got 2 guys on the short. Look, it was a well-defensive call, and I could tell Florida looked excited about it. They saw the look they
What
needed.
about Juwan Johnson down here?
So Juwan,
he's a little bit further. Well, he's really only a yard further down the field. That's the same thing.
If I was to make a comment on this one, I don't know if they're taught to sit down, but with guys leaving the area, I'd have had them on out-breaking routes.
Because Bauer Sharp started this play in the backfield.
Yeah, and then look, they get a hand on the ball. They get up. I think it's cleaner to go to number 8 right here. But look, it was a
he would have had to
play.
make a move to make the first down. Let's catch it from the. All right, when he's
right there, he's looking. It's all-out blitz. He's seeing everybody cramped up.
He's got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage.
He's calling in for help right now. I need somebody back in here. Florida gets the look they like. They know that they don't have that threat as another receiver, so they're going to start tapping their helmet. They're going to a coverage, zone coverage, and they play it well.
They end up rushing 4. Yeah.
I thought Florida did a really good job this game of getting their hands up. I think there was 3 or 4 batted balls. Really caused some problems. But if you watch the wide guy on Florida, number 20, he's going to look like he's blitzing. This is what they want. They got the call in, and he's dropping straight to the middle of the field where Garrett probably thought he was getting zero Xavion on the crossing route where he didn't realize that guy. He thought he was blitzing. He dropped to the middle of the field.
This next play is a special teams play, and this is Grant Chadwick with a 58-yard punt. He had a great night. He averaged over 50 yards a kick. He put 4 inside the 20. But what you pointed out in the post game really showed up in film study is you thought the effort by the Gunners was great all night.
I thought effort on special teams was amazing. Look, the punter can put the ball where you want to, hopefully. And once he gets it there, it's all about what the guys do on the outside. If you watch P.J. Woodland down here, he gets his eyes up right here. He finds the ball real quick, and then he presses wide. I think the effort by DJ Pickett, doing a hell of a job on special teams. P.J. Woodland coming in there and making the tackle. Look, punting in games like this when it's defense heavy, your offense isn't moving the ball a lot, is very important. But watch P.J. get his eyes up real quick, finds it, then he gets wide.
Right around the guy that says, I'm not.
You get in front of them, they can't block you in the back. Everybody throws their hands up.
Let's watch it one more time from the wide view.
Look, you don't get excited. I mean, I could have put 4 punts on here. I thought the effort from the punt coverage team was great. And that just goes in line with your defense. When you have great punt coverage and great defense, it really helps the offense out.
They're going to need it. And Chadwick has been a big upgrade there. Good job on the coverage. We're brought to you by the Capital Area USSSA in Baton Rouge, USSSA Baton Rouge affiliate. We host events for all levels and skills. USSSA hosts league play and inter-rec all-star divisions, along with AA, AAA, and Major League level state and national events. They've got exciting events lined up for the fall and into next spring. For more information, contact Lane Petrie at 225-771-9095, 225-771-9095. All right, this next penalty, you want to this is the touchdown that was called back, the 87-yard touchdown, and LSU catches a break here because they busted a coverage.
Yeah, it's I threw this on here because I want to see what happened, take a deeper look at it. And my initial reaction is watch 13 go out wide. Perkins is running with him. Typically, when you see the backer go out, it's man-to-man coverage.
Okay.
But if you see him, he's going to check, play the flat. You got Mason, number 4, playing the flat. You had Perkins playing the flat. I'm guessing this is on Perk.
All right, let's run it back here.
Go ahead.
Perkins is out here at the top, and he obviously thinks he's got help over the top here.
When you motion a running back out the backfield as determined man, when you see the running back run with him, you're assuming he's staying with him. So my initial gut feeling is, Perkins missed this one. But when I watch DJ Pickett, he's playing down. It's hard to tell because he's kind of running with him and the flow's going this way. But I'm watching Mansour Lane. He's covering the flat right there. It's between 0 and 7. And I'm willing to say
that's Perkins and Cooley. Yeah,
because Cooley never turns his head. Perkins does. I'm guessing Perkins burnt this one.
Okay, but Cooley's kind of sitting here in the middle of it.
I'm guessing they're supposed to be in too high. That's where I'm confused. Like, I can see it both ways. They're playing too high. Cooley doesn't get depth. He's looking at the crossing route. And, the more I think about it, there was a couple different times where Cooley plays shallow, doesn't get deep. This could just easily be on Cooley. But regardless, the busted coverage is between Perk and Cooley.
I don't know whose fault this is. I just know 7 and 0 ain't playing the same defense here.
No, not at all.
There you see, he is 20 yards.
Rewind that back. Maybe that was just a key I didn't catch earlier on this big screen. Watch Perkin point at Cooley. Let it go just a little bit. He's about to, right when he realizes the ball's released, he's going to point at Cooley.
Perkins thinks Cooley's supposed to be over there. I don't know if Cooley was supposed to be over there or not, but Perkins certainly thought he was supposed to be.
We got blessed on this one. My favorite thing when I watched the we might catch it right here, but I watched the highlight video on ESPN, and I think it's Guillory gets held, and the whole time he's celebrating while everybody's running the play that is coming back. He sold it pretty good too.
Yeah, you see him back there. And all right, let's watch this wide view one more time, see if we can maybe pick up.
So typically, and this is what I say, when the back motion's out the backfield and the backer goes with him, that's your key to man coverage. But he doesn't play man. He presses, pushes back, and Cooley never gets depth. So by looking at where Mansour Delane's playing, I'm kind of thinking this one's on Perk.
Wasn't what they intended.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. All right. This next one is a play in the second quarter. LSU's playing 3rd down and 8 at their own 46-yard line, and this is one of the better pass plays of the night. This is Nuss to Aaron Anderson.
It's another good read. I mean, you're seeing everybody walked up. You got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. You got another edge rusher or edge guy that looks like he's blitzing. They're going to read hot, and it's a great throw, great read. I think they're throwing hot off this, but they do fool him. I mean, right now, he thinks everybody's coming. He's going to throw hot off the blitzer, but the 2 D tackles drift back into coverage. So he's got too many to block up here. He's putting the running back to take one of these guys off the edge, and he's going to throw hot off this edge.
Play goes for 23 yards. End zone look.
This is one that you've seen fool people. You don't see a lot of times where the D tackles are drifting back into coverage. It takes a great throw to get over their head and behind them.
And not sail it.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time when you see people fooled right here, they throw it right at the D tackle's face.
Defensive tackles are tall.
They're tall.
They got long arms. All right, let's take a look at this one more time.
So he's looking. When you look at that, it looks like an all-out blitz, and he gets the right call. He gets the back of the backfield to take one. He's throwing hot off 14, and they make a great read and good throw.
From a backyard shed to the top of the game, more than just a baseball bat company, Marucci has built a legacy on passion and precision. 2 decades of crafting the finest wood, metal, and leather in the sport. We're here to help you run the game at MarucciSports.com and the Hitter's House, 5801 Segan Lane, and on Airline Drive in Metairie. Hitter's House with 24/7 access to the members-only cages, bullpen cage reservation opportunities, and a 15% discount at the retail store. Check it out at MarucciSports.com. Next play we're going to look at is a 2nd down and 13. This is at the Florida 23-yard line, and this is the touchdown to Xavier Thomas.
It's a great route. I mean, he runs it how you want to run it against too high. He's going to bend the safety, create space across the middle, and it's exactly how it's supposed to be ran. And you'll see it really good. I mean, not the best throw.
Wobbled a little bit, but we know why now.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier really does a great job stemming 19, getting wide, good protection.
Which I think from 20 to 25 yards, he's still okay.
Yeah.
Pass
it's the quick
made,
stuff to me,
yeah.
that, like when he's got to turn and flip his hips and rip one in. But if you watch right here, watch Xavier. Watch how he works his shoulders. He makes it look like a corner route, pushes 19 to the side, and then bends it back. I mean, this is how you run versus middle open. Stem it outside and break it across his face. It's a great route.
He has been such a weapon this year for
Yeah.
LSU in the pass game, in the run game, the return game. I mean, he is at this point, he is one of their most important players.
We got excited about the guys that we brought in, and look, I think Barryon Brown is great. He's going to be a difference maker. Nick Anderson was great as a freshman. We're still waiting to see. But the guys that is going to win us games right now is Anderson and Xavier.
This next play is a 3rd down and 10 for Florida, up near midfield, the LSU 45-yard line, and this is Patrick Payton and Devon Keys. And by the way, Devon Keys, we gave him a game ball the other night. He goes in. We play 3 plays. The targeting call. Keys goes in and leads the team in tackles, which I think he either did or was tied for the team lead the week before. This is what we were talking about with the depth that LSU had. This guy is not considered a starter, and I think he's been at or near the team leading tackles last 2 weeks.
It's attention to detail. What he does here is he keeps gap integrity. He does not lose contain. He allows guys to press. He's going to keep the guy on the inside. But more is what you're going to see is Perkins is such a disruptor right now. He's back to what we thought he was as a freshman. People are worried about him. You can't tell if he's dropping the coverage, if he's blitzing. Doesn't matter where he lines up. And this is one right now when I think he walks up on the edge. They're thinking that he's coming, and then ends up falling off into coverage.
Let's watch it here. This is
So look,
third.
when he bumps Pyburn down, typically to me, that means you want him taking the inside gap so he can get the edge. He's selling that. You're going to see Lagway make a call. They're going to call for a different coverage. And look, Perk drops out. They end up blitzing with the safety. And
Is he sliding his protection toward? Yeah, okay.
Baker's doing some crazy stuff right now. I mean, right here, you're playing in a nickel package. You're going to bring both your safeties, one linebacker. It looks right now like the front of this looks like a zero blitz when everybody starts to walk up. But then Perkins drops back out. You got coverage over the top.
Well, Perkins dropped out, but Halsey and Woodland are both coming.
Well, Halsey and zero. I keep forgetting his name.
No,
Woodland stays in coverage. Cooley and
all right, hang on.
Both your safeties blitz on this.
Oh my eyes! I'm sorry, Cooley. Yeah.
I mean, it looked like an all-out zero blitz until Perkins drops out at the last second. They change coverage. He's being very disruptive just because no one knows what he's doing right now.
When zero looks like 11, I gotta change the thickness, man. All right.
Well, look, you get great coverage on the outside. There's not much to say. This defense is playing awesome right now.
Lagway sack, drops him back. Now, this is another play that we're going to show. This is a 1st and 10 to the LSU 41. This is in the early section of the third quarter. Lagway's pass incomplete, intended for Vernell Brown. And this is Perkins in coverage, which has gotten a lot better.
This is Perkins coming off a blitz. If you watch him, this is him.
My notes say, I'm sorry.
No, so
let me let you set it up.
He's coming on a blitz, but this is just next level where Perkins getting to. He knows it's a quick pass. They're calling in a more like a bubble, a quick pick, and he reads it quick, knows he's not going to get there, drops back and gets his hands on the ball. So he's going to walk up on the edge right here, and they start the blitz. You get Butler coming in. He reads how quick it's going to be, and he just falls back. I mean, he's such a weapon right now because even they think he's coming right now. Watch, Butler's going to walk down to take the inside. Perk's going to come off the edge, but he reads it so fast that they're going to throw a quick bubble to the outside or a quick pop, and he jumps up, gets his hands up, and stops the play.
That's a split-second decision that he's got to make right there.
That's so smart, from going full speed into a blitz to stopping your feet and getting your hands up.
One, two, three steps. Stop.
The reading and reacting to me is just next level.
We are brought to you by Bayou Apparel. If you're looking for gear for the game or for your business, go to everythinglsu.com. Made by locals and shipping from Baton Rouge. Bayou Apparel, helping local businesses since 2009 with the highest quality products to showcase your brand, whether it's established or a new one. Design experts helping you create eye-catching designs that fit your company's message. Logos, event t-shirts, promotional items for your business, and gear at Bayou Apparel. Go to everythinglsu.com. All right, this next play we're going to look at is one of the interceptions. You had to put one in, right? I mean, it got 5 of them. This is the interception, and this is the one that turns into the touchdown for Deshaun Spears.
I just thought this was really creative. It's a zone coverage. They're going to show blitz. People drop back out. Deshaun Spears just does a great job reading the eyes of the quarterback. I don't think Lagway ever sees him. He floats back in and just picks the ball off.
It was like he knew where it was going.
Well, what you're going to see is they understand Perkins is blitzing. They see where he's at. They're trying to throw hot off Perkins. He thinks it's man coverage because you got Perk walking back in, and he tries to throw the quick slant and never gets his eyes on Spears coming back across the middle. This is kind of similar to the loop blitz. If you watch, Perkins, this guy, Goodwin's going to slant over. Perkins is going to come back around. I mean, they're trying to throw hot off it, throwing the quick slant, and Spears just played it perfect, read his eyes.
This is 2-3 plays in here where Perkins is obviously influencing what they're doing.
He's influencing so much it's not showing up on the stat sheet.
Even when he's not making the play himself, he's influencing what's going on
There's so many plays that happen that he's not going to record a stat for, but he changed the decision of the quarterback.
Oh, stop it, right? What does Lagway see right here? Or what does he not see?
He sees Perkins coming up. He's getting involved in the line of scrimmage. So when he's seeing him blitz, he knows that he's not drifting back in here to the inside. So when Perkins is coming, he thinks this is middle open. He doesn't see Spears, and I'm not sure where Spears is supposed to be. It's a different look with P.J. Woolen and Spears in the middle of the field. But I'm seeing what he's seeing. Perkins is looping on the inside. He thinks he has a quick slant, but Spears beats him to the spot.
Late on the throw, too, right?
Oh, he's late on the throw, and it was behind. Wasn't a good throw at all, but still just the decision was influenced by Perkins.
All right, let's go to another big play for LSU. This is early in the fourth quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 19. This is the biggest pass play of the night. Garrett Nussmeier found Bauer sharp for 65 yards, and a tight end gets a big play, and I know that makes you happy.
This is the tight end's dream. You want to cover 2 man-to-man on the linebacker. You want to show him that you're the more athletic guy. This is where you got to win. When you talk about why we're not throwing the ball deep, they're playing a shell coverage, playing deep, you got to have middle beaters. And the linebacker one-on-one with Bauer Sharp, he wins. But you're expecting 29 to cover him over the top.
This might be the deepest throw he made for a completion all night. And I'm talking about air yards. This ball's in the air for about 26 yards, give or take. I
tell you what really makes his play is the play fake right here. When you watch the handoff, he's going to pull the safety who's got the second side of the field that they're playing high. When he fakes the handoff, the safety steps down, which gives it a more open throw.
One step up.
I mean, that is cover 2, and he's playing shallow because he read the play fake. So right here, you got safety dropping. It's middle field. Look, honestly, I think if he wanted to test it, and this is making more sense now that you're talking about the oblique injury, because he could have zipped this to 6. I think 6 is one-on-one on the outside. The safety has to cover deep to the left or deep middle. He doesn't get the help from this safety because he bites on the play fake, and it's a big play. But when we're talking about that oblique injury, I think healthy Nuss takes the deep ball shot on 6.
I want to stop it right when he gets ready to throw. All right, you beat against Barry and Brown here on the outside?
He's winning right there, and especially with the pad level and shoulder of the close play side safety. As a tight end, I hope he throws it to me every time in a situation. I mean, both guys are open.
I'm not turning my nose up at a 65-yard gain any day of the week, but if he throws to Barry and Brown here, okay, he's sitting just inside the 15-yard line. To hit Barry and Brown in stride, that ball's probably got to go close to midfield.
Yeah.
Okay. That throw wasn't there against Louisiana Tech.
No,
he had the open receiver, and he couldn't.
I think that stays in his mind. The last time he tried to zip this down the field, he threw it shallow, couldn't get it there deep enough, and ended up being an interception. This way, he's throwing it straight across the middle. Easier throw for him.
A long game. Pushed out of bounds. We are brought to you by Dependable Storage with 8 locations in Louisiana and 1 in Gulfport, Mississippi. They'll match any competitor's pricing at Dependable Storage. Convenient online rentals and payments, free use of the moving truck for new rental move-ins, and clean, secure, and conveniently located facilities. Check out the website at dependablestorage.com for locations, pricing, and rentals. Like Skip Bertman always says, at Dependable Storage, we want your stuff. This next play is another interception. This is the DJ Pickett interception. This is late in the ball game. 2 minutes and 16 seconds ago, Florida's playing first down at LSU's 39-yard line.
Look, this is just a bad decision by Lagway. But I put this in here to show that pressure creates problems. The defense line's getting after it. Butler's shoving him back. If I said anything, Peyton takes a bad angle on there. But because there's so much pressure and everybody's pushing him, he's trying to make a play. He makes a bad decision. If you watch, I want to say Peyton right here, he's got to stay vertical. He gets a little, off balance, takes it inside. And what scares me is when you show the wider view. You never want to get on the inside because when he rolls right here, if Butler's blocked, there's a touchdown pass available. But thank God that Butler stayed free and kept him moving quick.
Take a look at the wide view.
So if you go back to earlier what I was talking about when I wasn't sure if it was Perkins or Cooley, this is another play where Cooley gets his eyes in the backfield, doesn't get enough depth, and there's a receiver coming open across the middle. So if you say right there, if Butler was blocked on the backside, he rolls out because Peyton took the inside, and he's throwing from there, you got a guy coming across the middle that could have made a play, but because Butler stays free, he can't really settle his feet.
And he would have needed to set his feet to throw the ball that far. Pickett with his first interception as a Tiger. Probably
Pickett's Pickett's coming along quick. I mean, you went from game 1 where he played sparingly, game 2 played a good bit. I felt like he kind of overtook the snaps for the cornerback number 2 this past game.
We got we got one play left to show you, and it's
This is back when
from
I played.
from the old school here. But we want to tell you about Town Square Pizza, downtown Baton Rouge on North Boulevard for pickup or delivery and catering available. If you're coming into Baton Rouge for an LSU game, Monday through Saturday, 11 until 8 p.m. So you get in on Friday night. If you're staying downtown, get some hot, delicious Town Square Pizza, personalized and with unmatched speed. You're working downtown, you got a limited amount of time for lunch, head on in to Town Square Pizza. And we got coming up on Sunday, September 28th, National Drink Beer Day. Check out some of the craft brews at Town Square Pizza. This last play, somewhere your old coach should be proud. I'm going to let you set this up. This is 3rd and 1 from the LSU 46, and LSU's trying to run the clock out here.
This is true old school jumbo goal line giant package. You're going to get an overload to the left. You'll see it better from the other side. You got Bordelon, the offensive lineman's wearing number 89, coming in at tight end. You got 2 tight ends to the right, both tackles over here to the left. Tight end at fullback. You got Pyburn in. And this is a 2-back, 3 tight end situation. My only problem with it is, where was this at 3rd and 1 in the first quarter? Waiting for this package with a minute and 50 left in the game on 3rd and 1. This is a great design, great play call, great executed. This is the best run block of the game. I just don't understand why we held on to it so long.
I want to point out that I brought along to with some third tight end.
You did call
back
that?
In, yeah.
Doug Blanchard used to do it back in the day.
When we did post game, I hadn't caught Pyburn in the backfield. I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
And so let's just watch the play here.
Bam, bam. That is old school 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 goal line. That is what we ran.
I want to see. This is the view.
Watch how well this is blocked. Okay, if you hit pause, look, both your tight ends, they're going to be pushing here to here. He's just backside getting away. Don't let anybody crash on the backside. But these are some of the best blocks. 75 gets a great push. 71 gets a good push. I think Paul Mbanga played his ass off. Probably his best game as a Tiger. Really got on some guys. You get 44, great kick out. 10, great seal off. This is the best block play. And like I said, why weren't we running this 3rd and 1 early in the game?
Let's watch it. Boom, boom. Tell you what, that's the best block from a defensive end that I've seen maybe ever.
And what's crazy is they had 13 on the field. I mean, we were going to get a first down or whatever it was regardless, but you saw the guy run off. They got 12 here. He's figuring out. He's running off.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Rewind
10,
it
11.
again. You see it, the safety running off.
Wait, we
Go 2 clicks back. One more right here. Oh, one more to run from that one.
okay.
All right, just let it go. We'll show you in a second. But they had 13 guys on the field.
Okay.
These are different
12's enough to
packages.
get you a penalty.
Yeah.
So 13 is just overkill.
But I think it is, when your tight ends can do this much, you're playing so many different formations. So you saw him run off the field. He's just now realizing it. He's like, wait, somebody's in my
They started
spot.
with 13. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. This looks wonderful. Okay. But I'm going to attempt to answer your question here if I can. Okay. This is a full house. You get the power eye. All right. You got a tight end, and you've got a defensive lineman that are back there. Okay. This is not a tight end that is the best blocking tight end. He ain't Richard Dickson. Okay. Fine player. He ain't. You were put your doggone hands in the ground and go get dirty. So Bauer Sharp is a fine receiving tight end. He's making his way as a blocker. You got to get under center for this. They don't do that a whole lot, okay? You got to bring a defensive lineman over to this side of the football, and you got to bring a tight end that, look, give him credit there. Pop, he had it. I have confidence that he can do that all the time? I would have to see it. What I like about this is I don't think Florida was expecting this. I mean, you saw them. They're running people off the field.
Yeah.
They were confused by the alignment, as would I have been if you'd have said before. We do 3 hours of pregame. We talk about Jack Pyburn in the backfield. No, there's nowhere that's on film. I'm all for doing this, but it comes with it comes with the idea that you have to get under center, which again they don't do a lot. So you got to practice that, and you got to put some personnel in positions that they're not used to. Now they do it great here, and if they can continue to do it, by all means.
No.
But this was not designed to be an I formation or a power running team from under center.
It's a package that they've practiced, they've put in for short yardage situations, and they've had it in their repertoire. To your point, maybe when the game's tied up, it's 3rd and 1 in the middle of the field, they don't want to gamble. They're
you understand? I'm not saying they don't run more of this. I'm just saying we don't know they practice this a whole bunch.
And I'm understanding your questioning, and it's easy to say it worked great. Why the hell didn't you do it earlier in the game? But I get what you're saying. It's not something that they do that in the first quarter at midfield and fumble the snap. Everybody's like, "Why the hell did you get under center? You haven't done this all year long." But knowing that it's in the repertoire, I think it's a great. I mean, that's speaking to my football. I mean, that's what we did on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 goal line.
They are looking for solutions in the traditional run game. If this is it, then start practicing it more. Sign me up. But if you're asking why didn't they do this before, that's my answer. And I don't know if it's right. I'm not at practice. Our practice days are a month in the rearview mirror almost now. So maybe they work on this for 4 periods a day. I don't know. But if it works and this will kickstart the running game, sign me up.
Yeah. No, I just 3rd and 1 late in the game with it pretty much sealed off. Might as well give it a shot.
Okay. LSU wins it 20-10. Southeastern in this weekend. We'll see what Garrett Nussmeier looks like now that Brian Kelly has told us that there was a.
I hope he doesn't play.
Well, that would be my thought too, but we don't get to make those decisions. LSU will be a massive favorite in this game. Also, did you get to watch any of Clemson?
Yeah, and that's didn't make me feel any better. Clemson looked rough.
Georgia Tech might be good.
Georgia Tech might be good. Look, regardless of what anything happens, I'm talking about the offensive line. The 2 D tackles for Clemson are damn good, and I think our offensive line is better than we expected.
Okay. Dabo Swinney said, "Look, man, you want me to leave? I'll go coach somewhere else." Said that today in the press conference.
Did he really?
All we've been doing is winning around here. We won 8 out of 10 conference championships. Y'all want me to go somewhere else? I'll go somewhere else. I'm only 55 years old. I'm just getting started. Which made me feel good because I'm not quite 55 yet, Rich. For Richard Dickson, I'm Charles Hanagriff. This has been the Hanny Cast.